Long ago, in the iron-fisted era of the Roman Empire, Emperor Claudius ruled with a cold and calculating logic. He believed that love made soldiers weak and that domesticity distracted men from the glory of the state. To ensure his legions remained fierce and unburdened by the weight of missing their families, he issued a chilling decree. All marriages and engagements were henceforth forbidden. In the shadows of the city lived a man named Valentinus. He was a priest who believed that the bond of love was more sacred than any imperial law. While the emperor's hearths grew cold, Valentinus's heart burned with a quiet rebellion. He knew that even in an empire of marble and steel, the human heart required warmth and connection to truly survive. Under the silver light of the moon, within the hidden corners of secret gardens, Valentinus performed clandestine ceremonies. He would join hands that trembled with both fear and devotion, whispering vows that the wind carried away before the guards could hear. He became the architect of a secret world where love still held dominion over the lives of the young. But secrets in Rome had a way of echoing through the corridors of power. The emperor's spies eventually found the trail of flower petals and whispered promises that led back to the priest. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, the iron gate of the law slammed shut. Valentinus was arrested and dragged before the tribunal for his defiance of the state. While awaiting his fate in a cold, damp cell, Valentinus was visited by his jailer. The man had heard stories of the priest's wisdom and kindness, and he brought his daughter, Julia, to see him. Julia had lived in a world of sounds and textures, having been unable to see the vibrant colors of the Roman sky since the day she was born. During the long, quiet hours of his imprisonment, Valentinus spoke to Julia of the world outside the stone walls. He described the deep azure of the Mediterranean, the golden hue of ripening wheat, and the way love felt like the first rays of spring sun after a long winter. In that dark cell, he painted a universe for her, using only the melody of his voice. A miracle, some say, occurred during those final days of winter. Whether it was the strength of his faith or the depth of their connection, Julia's world suddenly changed. Light broke through the shadows of her eyes, and for the first time, she saw the face of the man who had given her the world through his words. Their bond had transcended the cold reality of the prison. Despite the beauty of their friendship, the emperor's law remained absolute and unforgiving. Claudius would not tolerate a man who put the whims of the heart above the needs of the empire. He signed the final order for the priest's execution, intending to extinguish the spark of rebellion that Valentinus had ignited in the hearts of the people. On the eve of his execution, February 14th, Valentinus asked for a scrap of parchment and a quill. He had no riches to leave behind, only the power of the written word. He wrote a final message to Julia, thanking her for the light she had brought into his final days and encouraging her to always keep love as her guiding star. When Julia received the note the next morning, she found a simple closing that would echo through the centuries, long after the empire had fallen. It was signed, "From your Valentine." Though the priest was gone, his sacrifice ensured that love would never again be silent. Every year, we remember the man who believed that love was the highest law of all.